fitness, and resilience. Tina's mind, body, and soul awakening program isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. Through her online fitness boutique studio, she merges physical well-being with emotional growth. As an international motivational speaker, Tina's voice resonates across continents. She inspires and educates through her podcast, her dynamic presence on platforms like Clubhouse and Toastmasters International, and her compelling storytelling. Celebrating her latest achievement, the publication of her first book, No More Traumedy, Tina continues to leave a lasting mark in the art of transformation.
I said I need to make a book for anyone who's had some type of trauma or tragedy, because there's no playlist. People don't like to talk about it. Remember, I was with my coach and I'm like, well, this person's got a cool thing. They do motivation. They do finances. I talk about traumedy. That's not cute. He's like, Tina, you make traumedies look good.
Yeah. Stars Tina Wilson, transforming lives by
Hey, good morning to you and also you. I want to welcome you to the 7 a.m. Cup of Motivation. I am Stars Tina, your host, the star, the moderator, everything. And I am here today with the show that's going to bring you so much motivation. Now, normally I do this show 5 days a week, but I decided to take a little hiatus for the summer and just do Fridays. But I have some exciting news. This news is so exciting, my friends. I decided I have to come through every single Wednesday, and I've got some guests with me every single Wednesday. But let me tell you a little bit about the show if this is your first time, okay? So the purpose of this show is to give you that extra little bit of motivation in the morning, because am I the only person who sometimes need a little bit of motivation? I feel great this morning. I was up at 3:47, automatically got up. God got me up. So I was like, thank you. Right. And then I was preparing for 5 a.m. Breakfast with Champions. That's a show on Clubhouse that keeps me so grounded. It keeps me so focused. It's a tribe, right? And you want to join this tribe. We have a page on Facebook if you want to join us. Breakfast with Champions, all orange. Yes. So I'm pumped. And then we had our class at 6 a.m. If you didn't know, I'm a fitness guru, all right? I love my fitness. Today we did a total body workout, and we have classes 7 days a week. We have different instructors. We have a little hiatus for the summer, but we are still doing classes. And today I just felt supercharged. And if you didn't know, guys, the end of this month is almost over. Q2 is almost over. We have less than 2 weeks and it's done. We're halfway done with 2024. Can you believe it? It seems like I was just at that little Mexican restaurant with my mother for New Year's Eve saying Happy New Year at like 6 o'clock at night, because I went to bed at 8, 9 o'clock New Year's Eve. That's what it feels like. But no, we're halfway done. So this Sunday, if you want to join, I'm having a vision voyage like the Love Boat. All right. It's really a vision board party, but I'm tired of saying vision board parties because I've been doing them for over 10 years now. But this is like a recap, a reset, a recharge, a everything to get you refocused for the rest of the year, right? And it's a 2-part series. So we're having the first session this Sunday, and there is pre-homework. So if you sign up, make sure you sign up today so you can get that pre-homework out of the way, like watching The Secret, like watching the 300 list from Steve Harvey, doing your 300 list, right? That's just some of the homework. And then next week, we're having a recap of that. So the reason why I decided to come through today, and I was telling you a little bit about the show more, right? I was saying motivation, right? When you come through, I'm going to motivate you, right? You get out of bed, you're like, yay, Tina, thank you. But that motivation doesn't really last that long. So that's where the inspiration comes through. Do you know the difference between motivation and inspiration? Does anybody? Inspiration is something that comes from within. Inspiration is that thing that's going to make you go a little bit faster on the treadmill. That thing that's going to make you go a little bit longer on your run. That thing that's going to make you pick up a heavier weight. You have to figure out what exactly inspires you. And yesterday and today, Jesus has been inspiring me so much. If you look at my Instagram, and by the way, if you're on YouTube, thank you so much. Please subscribe. If you're not on YouTube, get over to YouTube and subscribe. But this morning when I was on the treadmill, I want to talk about yesterday first, because we have this thing, we have a running club with our community, Shooting Stars community, and every day you do 1 mile. That's it, 1 mile. Now, I'm going to tell you a little secret, all right? I'm going to tell you the secret. So when I first started this fitness journey, I used to be really, really big. Like I could not even run. My thighs, like I don't know if you can see me back here. Like you ever walk and like your thighs rub and then you get like the chafe and like and sometimes your pants start to like rip in the center. Did that ever happen to anyone? That used to happen to me. And me and my girlfriend Marquita, she's just amazing. I love her. She's my Jersey girl. We'd be in Rahway Park and we'd be walking and talking and walking and talking because we couldn't run. We were just like here with it. Hey. And it sounds really corny when you say, I'm going for a walk. Doesn't that sound corny? So no, we never said that. We're like, we're going for a run. But we were out there walking and talking, walking and talking. All right, that's stuck in my head because that's in the Dominion song. He says, walking and talking. Look at the way that I walk, walk, walk. The song is stuck in my head. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get back on topic, but I'm just so high on life right now. Motivation, inspiration. I'm talking about the inside, right? What inspires you? So I was talking about yesterday when I was on the treadmill and I'm running. And it's important that you're being accountable. You're writing down, you're being focused with what you're doing, whether it's your calories, what food you're eating, how much exercise you're doing. And when it comes to your mile, right? So a 15-minute mile is a 4.0 on the treadmill. I'm not going to go into full detail, but if it's anything over a 4, you definitely want to run. If you're shorter than like 5'7", you want to run with the speed even lower than that. But I'm running on the treadmill. I'm running and I'm like, I'm getting tired. And I'm listening to my worship playlist. By the way, go on Spotify if you want my worship playlist. It's going to get you through that run. And they said something about Jesus. And for some reason, I thought of the movie Passion of Christ. Has anyone ever seen that movie? I've never seen it, but I saw a portion of it in Transformation Church Easter Sunday skit. And in this particular scene, Jesus is hunched over and he's got this cross on his back, and they're showing like the crown of thorns and the blood. And it's just like, it just looks really sad. So as I'm running on the treadmill, I'm envisioning Jesus next to me, just like going and just keep going. And I'm just like, girl, if Jesus could go through that for our sins, if he could do that, why can't you get through this freaking mile? Why can't you go faster? That was yesterday's motivation. And before yesterday, my fastest mile for this year was probably like a 13-minute, 12-minute and some change, something like that. Yesterday, my mile was 11:45, 11:36, something like that. I can't quite remember. Today, when I was on the treadmill, I got my Dominion going because that Dominion's got me high, right? And today, I had to dig a little deeper for that inspiration, right? The thing that inspired me today, I was like, I'm coming to help you, Jesus. I'm coming. I press that button up from like a 5.5 to a 6, 6.5, 6.7, and then a 7. Mind you, I'm barefoot because I didn't bring my sneakers because I like to work out barefoot. I'm like, I'm gonna do it anyway. So I'm on the treadmill, barefoot, 7, and I'm envisioning myself running to help Jesus. That's what inspired me. So in life, you have to realize what's going to inspire you to get to the next level. That's what happens when you come to this morning show. You got the motivation, you got the inspiration. Booyah in your face. Together, my loves, you have transformation. Am I the only person who wants to transform their lives? So we're going to transform you. So today I have a special guest. So excited about this special guest. Can I just say, everything that's happened to me in this year, I haven't pushed it, I haven't forced it. If there's any Scorpios in the building, we like to be in control, right? We like to just like, this is the way it is, it's happening. That's me. That's just how I am. But I realized when I'm trying to be in control and just like, it's hard, right? It's like, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel smooth. And I want that soft life, right? I want that life where it's like the ocean is in front of you. You've got the mountains on the side. You have the lake. And did you know that your mind, your thoughts control everything? Like right now, for a hot second, I went to Florida. I went to New Jersey where we went whitewater rafting with my mind, because you have those memories, my friends. Let your mind control everything you're doing. And I say that to say this year, I just let it flow, right? When I moved to Texas, it was very extremely, like very challenging, right? But I got through and I said, I'm going to push through. So I was in Jersey shopping for an outfit. It's some little cheesy store, Mag Girl, Mag, something with it, some little cheesy store. And I'm in there looking around and I see, and this girl says, Miss Tina. And she's one of the models I used to have. I used to have a modeling company called Elite Stars in Rahway, New Jersey. And I had it for about 10 years. It was for children. We did fashion shows, pageants, all sorts of things. And most of my girls are now graduating from college. Oh, so beautiful. And we're having a conversation. I'm like, what are you up to? What am I up to? And she's telling me how her and her father are changing the world. Her father had gotten out of jail a few years ago and he's turned his life around and all this wonderful stuff. And I'm like, yes, big ups to you, right? Because some people don't like to do the hard work. They don't like to get out there and give back, right? So I was telling her what I'm doing with my program, Traumedy No More. And I'm not going to get into details because I want to pull her through here and I'll be here talking forever. And she's like, I'd love to help. So I had no idea she had such a huge tribe, right? And I say this all the time, your vibe is your tribe. Your vibe is your vibration, right? Now she's a little quiet, a little demeanor, but she is like a beast lion under there. I got to find out what her horoscope is, but she's a beast. She's like, Miss Tina, I can bring some people. I can bring some people. I made a post, I'm having a meeting at Malau Coffee Shop. This is in Rahway, New Jersey. You got to hang out there. They have the best Instagram. If you look, they're right across from the train station. You get off the train, boom. And our first meeting, she brought her tribe. Let me tell you, they came in there with guns ablazing. Okay, they didn't come in with guns ablazing. They actually came in like this. This is how they came in, guys. Hey, they were fashionable, they were sexy. I was like, yes, these are the kind of girls I like to hang out with. And then she had her men tribe come through, and I was like, hey, okay, hi, Poppy. Not her father, but anyway. Anyway, Renee, can you bring up our girl, Queenie, otherwise known to some people is Latifa. Hey, girl, hey, how you doing? How you feeling?
I'm great. How are you?
I am good. I told you she has that quiet demeanor, though, right? I love it. Queenie, do me a favor. Take your camera. I don't know if you can, and turn it this way. This way we can see it a little better. I don't know if that's possible.
Let me
Is
do
is is
that.
is your is your screen lock on? Maybe you take the screen lock off. So I'm gonna have her introduce herself, guys, a little bit about herself because she is a champion, right? She is amazing. I'm so proud of her. And Queenie, go for it. Tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, and how you're changing the world, girlfriend.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Latifa, but I go by the name of Queenie. 32 years old, three children, married. You might hear my children in the back, sorry. But nevertheless, like Miss Tina said, I've been through a lot of trauma my own self, and I love that word, Miss Tina, that you brought together because I can truly relate to that. So, growing up, I didn't have mom or dad in the house in the beginning. I didn't have a two-parent household. So, my father was a kingpin, Kingtown Penn. So he went away for a very long time.
Sweetheart, I hate to tell you, but not everyone knows what a kingpin is. I have no idea. Is that the king of pens? Like they have pens that they write? I have no idea what you
They're like big time drug dealers. They really work amongst like cartels and things like that. He was known across the, let's say, across the whole USA basically.
Okay, cartel. That makes me think of the Sopranos and the mafia movies. What is a cart? I'm sorry, I'm just being
I
honest. What's
mean,
a cartel?
uh, part of the mob, whatever. Yeah.
Okay, okay. I never knew that, but that's okay. Keep going, keep going.
And my mom, she was a good young girl, 17, just having a baby, and didn't know what to do herself, homeless. We were both homeless, and I ended up with my godmother and being with her. It wasn't perfect, but I got back with my mom at the age of 8, and that's how I ended up in Roselle, Union County. And God always have a plan to meet new people and things like that. I never knew what my purpose was. Growing up, I was very suicidal. Didn't want to, go on with life, being that everything that I was already facing, I didn't want to go on. So as I grew up, I met Miss Tina.
How did you come across me, by the way? I'm curious. Like everyone just comes. I'm like, I just remember the photo shoots.
I saw your post across the internet at that time for the modeling. I'm like, I was always into modeling. That was my outlet. So anybody that was in that field, I would always try to connect with, try to network, see where I could fit in and help or be a part of, just to keep my mind busy. So I saw Miss Tina post across the internet, and I was like, oh, it's right here. Usually you got to travel to New York to get what you really need. She was right there in Rahway, New Jersey, and that's how I met Miss Tina. And she has the
Wow.
sweetest heart. She is the sweetest lady I know, and I started modeling with Miss Tina. And as a teenager, I wanted to do my own thing. So it's like I was modeling with Miss Tina, but I was still in the streets doing my own thing. So I had like traumedy experience during my teenagers years, not only with just trying being suicidal, along with sometimes we follow the generational curses of our parents. Not knowing even our ancestors, sometimes we feel that trauma from our ancestors and we follow those trends too, not even knowing. So I was going the same path of my dad in the streets, not as a kingpin or anything, or selling drugs, but I would hold drugs for the guys that I would date. And, just trying to find love of a father through men. And I knew that wasn't the way either. But when you're looking for love from your dad, you will try to find people like your father, or you're looking for love from your mom, you would try to engage with women that is close to your mom. And that's why Miss Tina, I was always close to her because she was just so sweet, warm, and loving. And
Mm.
that's how my mom was, but my mom was going through her own trauma too. So that's my story. And going forward, like now that I'm grown, I started my own company. I mentor young girls and young men. Started out of my house. I didn't know all the resources that I knew now, and I'm still learning. It's new to me, I'm still learning. Just like Miss Tina, she think I'm a beast at it. I'm still learning. I just believe whatever you put your mind to, you have to put your all. Like she said, have that fire in you, because sometimes you're gonna get that no. Well, most of the time you're gonna get that no, no, no before you get that first yes that you really want. So you have to be stern and believe that you're going to achieve whatever goal you have set in mind. And my goal in mind was to, reach out to young women, young men that been through what I've been through, and let them know, listen, I could not only can I relate, but you could also get through what I went through. You have to go through
Yes.
that tunnel in order to see the light. Well, every time you're on the train has to go through the tunnel, and then we see the light at the end of the tunnel. We never see the light at the beginning. So that's my motivation this morning and every day that I wake up, that hey, we might gotta go through this tunnel again, and just to see another light. So that's to
I
everybody.
love it, this girl right here. Yes, yes. If you're just tapping in, this is your 7 a.m. cup of motivation. We're talking about health and wealth. Health, and wellness Wednesdays. The plan is to be here every Wednesday. She may be here, she may not. I may have other guests coming through, but we're talking about wellness for children, right? We are putting together an event, her and I together, along with our tribe, with our team, and we just want to talk about that today. Um, Queenie, her and her dad, they rule Jersey City. Like, I think everyone in Jersey City knows you guys. Is that true, Queenie?
Knows my father here in Jersey City. He would know Sean Bruce. He goes through the schools, block to block. Um, His program is called Saving Blocks, so he does a lot of gang truancy. Young kids that decide they want to sign up and be in a gang, he turned that around for them. He'll tell you that's not been through 11 federal penitentiaries. Yeah, it's been a lot.
Wow. Maybe you can get him to come through next Wednesday. That'll be cool. That'll be very different. See if you can get him here for 7 a.m. next Wednesday. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about an event that's happening. Look at her face. That'll be fun, right? Can you imagine your dad? She's like, I don't know if you want that. Yes, we do. We do. It's just real here. It's real. It's real. He's a great speaker. He really touched my heart. And I just want to share really quickly something that he said. We had our group meeting. It was probably about 7 or 8 of us in Malau restaurant. We're talking about the children and my life and my son and this and that. And he was like, Tina, your son's life, sometimes people have to be sacrificed for people to wake up, for people to change. And if you didn't know, my son was murdered, Jamal Molly Gaines, 8 years ago. You can Google his name, see all about him. He had a successful sneaker store in Rahway, New Jersey, also in Pennsylvania. He had 2 stores at the age of 21, and he was tragically murdered. We still don't know who did it. Do I care? Yes, no, maybe so. If you know who did it, speak up. There is a $10,000 reward out for that. Ooh, divinity. Her dad knows a lot of people. Maybe he can find out. Let me stop. Let me stop. Who did it? You know? Let me stop. Let me stop. Okay, back to the point. Because it's all about the streets, right? And we always felt, because we were from Rawway, they didn't really care too much, to find out who the murderer was. But anyway, back to the point. I'm sorry, guys. I get a little emotional. But this event in September is event for students from all over, whether you're in Rawway, Jersey City, Linden, Roselle, whatever. It is a special portion of it is for the Rawway students because I started a program, a curriculum, and it's called Traumedy No More for Kids. And Queenie is one of the coaches. She's being trained and sculpted because she's going to be running the whole Jersey City crew. Actually, the Jersey crew. She doesn't know it. Queenie, I spoke with a woman yesterday. She's in Maryland. She wants to take over the Maryland area. I was talking to another woman in North Carolina. She might want to take over the North Carolina area. And what is this? This is a program for children. Queenie has made it for all children. All right. I was thinking just sixth graders, but Queenie's like big. She thinks big times 10. So it's whether it's high school. And the purpose of it is social emotional learning to teach children how to have social skills, right? How to feel because they don't really know what they're feeling. And then once they know what they're feeling, how do you express yourself and say, I feel sad, I feel mad, anxious, depressed, whatever it is. And then give them the skills, the tools and the strategies to push through the pain. So like when Latifa said she was a little girl, you have a little girl who might say, you know what? I don't want to be here anymore. I don't have this pain. We're teaching them things like journaling, like meditation, like dancing, movement, all that sort of stuff. So this event in September, it's a back to school party. It's going to be litty lit. We're having DJ Drewski. I'm not on the radio or know much about the radio, but he's pretty fire. I'm following his Twitter now and it's pretty cool. But there's going to be music and there's going to be different activities. So when you first get there, the first hour is mix and mingle. We're having vendors. And if you're watching this, it's September 22nd. It is on a Sunday. It's starting at noon, but we're opening the doors at 11:30. I know it's hitting in with Transformation Church time. It's okay. We'll have it playing somewhere in the building. We'll have like a little church room where you can watch it. But we're starting at noon and there's going to be vendors, all sorts of vendors, whether it's clothes, I was going to say food, but all sorts of things, jewelry, you name it, and tap into us if you want to be a vendor at the event. And then it's just get acquainted for the first hour, right? We're going to have different games. We're going to have that ceremony. And then we're having our breakout rooms and our activity tables. So the breakout rooms are for the Rawway students only. So if you're in the Rawway area, we're going to make sure we get this on the Rawway page. I'm going to be making posts and all that sort of stuff. It's for my sixth graders that I've been going to. I've been going to Roosevelt and Grover Cleveland schools since January or February, speaking to the sixth graders, showing them life skills. And in these rooms, there's 5 different rooms, and each room is going to teach the child things they can do when they're angry, depressed, mad, whatever the emotion is that's not too good. For example, one of the rooms is yoga and breath work, because when you breathe, makes life so much better. Can we all do an exercise together? Put your hand up like this for me. Everyone put your hand up like this and take your other hand and put it on the bottom. And I want you to inhale, bring your hand to the top, and then exhale. Bring it. She's got her phone in her hand. It's okay, Queenie. Inhale, exhale. And then you go through your whole hand. A little girl taught me that. She said her mom taught her that. That's a type of breath work, movement. Another room, I have someone coming through showing karate, for the boys. We're going to have rooms for the girls. So that's the inside activities. Then we're going to have the outside activities. And I'm going to have Queenie talk about our gaming truck and some other things like that. The jump ropes, team she has. But it's different things that the community could do. I wanted a bouncy house, but my daughter said they're not cool. They're not trendy. I also wanted a table with like Scrabble and like, Twister and stuff like that, chess and checkers, and they said that wasn't too cool. So I guess I'm showing my age. But Queenie, can you share some of the activities that you're bringing to the table?
Well, I want to first say you could go ahead and do your bouncy house. I'm going to go here.
Yeah, I'll be in the bouncy house.
Can I just say one thing before I explain that? How important this event is to bring your children out. Some people don't, believe that mental health is real, Miss Tina. That's one. or their kid is not going through, they're just kids, you know. I just want to say how important it is. So I also work amongst children in the justice system too. And I had a case where the father was a therapist. And I'm looking at him like, well, why am I here? Because you can do the work. You're a whole therapist. But he said, yes, I'm a therapist, but I can't get through to my child because I'm the parent. So he's a whole therapist, certified to do the services. I never had to come out, and he knew how to do it. But he said, I can't get through my kids. So sometimes as a parent, we can't get through our children. They're not going to speak up to us what's going on. So that's why it's important to bring your children out. This will be an outlet. If something's going on in the home or school, this is their outlet. September 22nd, so that's why you need to be there and your children too.
Yay!
I'm going to speak on the gaming truck. So we have a gaming truck, and I believe that gaming truck holds 32 children at one time, and that will be outside the community center. Like I told Miss Tina, you can definitely do the bouncy house because I'm going to get in it. I'm a big kid. I'm only 5'3", guys. Just relax.
I'll be the one breaking it.
But yeah, and like she said, we have different breakout rooms, and then we have different speakers coming up that been through it, and they're young, so we have a lot going on that day. So you need to be there, and also the Jump for Jerry. Jump for Jerry is located out of Jersey City. Also, the founder of it. I just want to be brief. I don't want to share too much of her story because I don't know. But I do know from what I heard that she lost her son that used to be on the team. So they from China and everywhere just to do competitions, and they won several competitions. And the children are very experienced in jumping double dutch. They do flips.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm gonna be there, Queenie. I'm gonna be there like, okay, let me in. Boom, 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 boom. Oh gosh.
So if you haven't experienced that, that's why you need to be there. That's why your children need to be there.
Yes. We're also going to have food trucks. I didn't know Jersey had food trucks, but someone's going to be in charge of food trucks. We do have lots of sponsors. We're going to have the mayor there. We're having a panel discussion as well. And everything's in the makings, right? So if you're watching this and you know someone who may want to be a part of it, for example, I have some dance studios coming out. I believe we have some steppers. It's going to be performed. It's going to be a whole lot, right? Because for some reason, I just do the most. I don't know why. I'm going to play a promo video that I made. Honestly, I don't know what it says, but Renee, if you can cue up that video really quick before we get out of here, that would be great. Save the date, Sunday, September 22nd. We are having a health and wellness expo. Everyone is welcome, so come and join us. Let me tell you what's happening. First of all, it's happening in Rahway, New Jersey, inspired by my sonny boy, Jamal Gaines. Traumedy No More for Kids is what has inspired this health and wellness expo. Now, first of all, there's going to be oodles and oodles and oodles of vendors. I'm so excited for the vendors, so you definitely want to see that. We're also going to have speakers coming out. We're going to have a panel discussion, and on this panel discussion, we're going to talk about how to manage stress, anxiety, depression, and trauma, not only for adults but children. This event is geared towards children, so there's going to be a cool bouncy house outside if you want to have your children come for that. There's going to be a gaming truck. I don't know much about that, but I hear kids like it. Now, there's so many highlights about this event, but it's not just for Rahway students and children. It's for all the children. Ages 7 to 12, 7 to 18, doesn't matter because there's going to be so many things. There's going to be breakout rooms, specialty breakout rooms to teach the children how to overcome anxiety, how to overcome stress. I'm so excited about this. Now, it's very important that you sign your child up for these breakout rooms. Sign them up for the event because it is limited space. We're going to have an award ceremony, a scholarship ceremony at the end. So make sure you sign up. Make sure you join us. It's September 22nd. I know school is still in session. It's okay. We got to start early with the promotions. So sign up, join us, and go to Traumedy No More for Kids for more information. Bye. All righty. Wow. Now, where are those earrings? I'm upset, Queenie, because I'm looking at those earrings. I'm like, where are my little Africa earrings? So, guys, were you gonna say something, Queenie?
No, I said I need the big earrings. I love them.
Yes, girl, I'm excited. So we have a tribe of people. We have Natasha, she's in charge of activities. We have her girl, my girl, Damaris. We also have Naja from Rawway. She's beast mode with everything. You know, I gotta get the name right. So we're gonna get out of here. We'll be back again on Wednesday of next week to share more stuff about this event. I'm actually going live again today at 12 o'clock with Dr. Dale. And I got a fun full day. I'm excited. Queenie, thank you so much for your time here. Please try to get your dad. I think that would be so beast mode. That'll be, and then I can talk about like, all right, anyway. All right, guys, we are getting out of here. Thank you for coming through. Remember, guys, you are amazing. You are stars. God gave you special gifts. Every single person in the world has a gift. Queenie, thank you so much for sharing your story. I never would have known that. And, you know, when you share your story, you change the world because people look at you and they think, oh, she's so wonderful. She's so great. People say they want to be like me. But you know what? In order to be like me, you have to go through what I've gone through. Are you willing to do that, right? Are you willing to do the work? I'm still continually doing the work. Queenie, yesterday I was talking to, you know, one of my clients and I felt really bad because sometimes I am so hard on people because I know what I've been through, right? And I'm like, you can do this. But I have to realize you have to have that empathy. You have to have that compassion. Not everyone is as strong as I am, not as strong as you are. So get down on your knees, pray to God. I keep talking forever. I got to jump in the shower. And I just want you to remember one thing, guys. You are amazing. Peace and a bottle of hair grease. Bye.